Back to Travel Show Live, and I got to tell you, I'm so pleased we are doing this interview this week because I know a lot of you follow this woman's work. Jill Schensul is here from The Record. How's it going over there?
Over there, it's doing good.
On that side of the table.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good.
You know, I've been looking forward to this interview because from what I have read, and I haven't read all your work, I mean, it would take a long time to read all of your work because you've been doing this long enough to know better. But what I got from reading your materials, you love this job of yours. I'm
amazed. I'm amazed that I probably am burnt out, but I just, you know, if I'm home for more than a couple of months, I start snarling, you know. I love to try. I'm addicted to it. That's what I'm addicted to, and I love to write about it, and I love to take pictures, and I love to be there.
Will you be snarling during this interview at any time?
If I am, you've got people.
We do. We can restrain.
I can be restrained, yes.
Very good. John's very good at that.
I won't snarl. I just got back from a trip, so I'm okay for a while.
You're good for a while.
Yeah.
Now, how often do you travel?
Well,
or does it vary, I suppose, from week to, month to month?
It does, but the good news is I used to do more managing of, and being a supervisor, and now I'm doing more writing, and that's what I like, and so I have to kind of get out there to have something to write about.
All right, let's talk first about this Hudson River story. It's one of my favorites that I read. First, how did you come up with the idea?
Well, it was kind of, I love the Hudson River anyway, and it fortuitously was the quadricentennial of Henry Hudson's coming here and getting lost, another fellow getting loster. And we decided that we would kind of go the Henry Hudson way and drive. I'm not going to go in the water, but we were going to drive the length of the Hudson. So, and that's going to be in several installments. But we decided that I would hit as many places as I could in 3 weeks. So we went from the Fort Wadsworth, which is right under the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, and New York Harbor, all the way up to the Adirondacks and Lake Tyr, not Lake Tyr in the clouds. I couldn't get all the way there. No. But I got close enough to the beginning of it.
Yeah. In 3 weeks, huh?
Yeah, it takes longer than that. I mean, everywhere I turn, there was another story, and that's usually how I travel, because wherever you are, you know, and if you're going, oh, I should have been there. I mean, I was always someplace that was closed, and I would have to, you know, so what? Right down the street is something else. So, you know, you've got everything from the millionaires to the industrial, the old factories to nature. I mean, really nature. And there are a lot of creative people are drawn there. So there are people, there's a Opus 40, this man worked on it for 37 years. He just put stones in the ground. He dug out stones and made this amazing sculpture, this landscape sculpture.
Let me ask you something. People read stuff online of yours, and they walk away really enjoying it. I mean, I read a lot of I've seen a lot of stuff written about you, and people love reading your material. Why do you think that is?
Because I think it's because what they tell me is that it's like being there. Yeah. And what I try and do, I don't try and analyze things too much. I just try and take people along with me, and I try and get them to see what I'm seeing and to kind of feel some of the fears. I mean, there's challenges. People worry when they go somewhere, like, oh, am I going to be able to do this? And I love the challenge. That's what I'm really drawn to. I don't want to go sort of lay on a beach too often. Right. I like to be in the middle of something and have to fit in and have to make my way. And I try and give people a really realistic view of what it's like to travel. And I let them see the good and the bad, and maybe even some of the smells and some of the tastes.
Both good and bad.
Well, oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, because that's half of it. I go some places so that other people don't have to as well. I mean, some of the places I go,
don't go. Yeah.
I can't imagine really going there. No, I can imagine it. Right. It's just that things are a long haul for some people, and for some it's just vicarious thrills, but you don't have to go far to have like an epiphany, on a trip.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one of the things we talk about on this program a lot, which is, you really can experience the life-changing power of travel But the only caveat is you have to actually go.
You have to get out the door.
These trips.
Yeah, you have to get out the door. And I know, you know, before I go anywhere, I'm always sort of feeling ill, and I can't go because there's too much to do. And
what do you mean you're feeling ill?
No. I start thinking I better not go because what was I thinking? You know, that's how I get. And I know
you've been doing this for 20 years.
I know, but I recognize what I'm doing. I recognize it's like there she goes again. I don't really have pneumonia. Just get on the plane, and then I'll get pneumonia. But you know,
why do I feel like this is like what about Bob? Like baby steps over here.
It is. It's never changes. I hate packing. I can't pack right. I'm always forgetting. But you know, I know that once I get out the door, once I get on the plane, if I do, and once we take off, it's like it's insane. I just all your cords, the ties that bind you are like snap, and you're out there.
Yeah, and the problems do follow you. I mean, a lot of times people think, oh well, we'll just escape from all of our things. No, they do follow, but travel's a great opportunity to refocus and to re-energize and to really, I don't want to say prioritize, but to really a little reflection. Even if you're not on a reflective, lay on a beach kind of a spa trip where you're doing nothing, even if you're Disney World or if you're kayaking or doing something very active, it's still very reflective, don't you think? You put your own life in a little bit more context. Yeah. I mean, no matter what it is, Disney World or India, you're still seeing another part of the world and putting what you think is a problem into the greater scheme of things, and I think that you have to get some distance from and then when you come back, it's it's both good and bad, and maybe you can change some things, maybe you can't. Right. But I think if you don't get out, you become kind of myopic. The more you see of the world, the more you know that there are other ways of thinking and there are other ways of doing things, and even, I mean, when I was up in the Adirondacks, some people live really differently, Yes,
and to them it's like they're trapping and they're whatever, and that's how people live. I mean, I was in Namibia and they tromped through the grass where there are snakes.
Okay,
and it's
I heard we can't talk about snakes. That's not good.
All right.
You have a little fear of snakes.
I don't anymore. No, I do again. But I got hypnotized because I had to, or I couldn't go. I mean, I couldn't go. But there are snakes there, and people. Actually, the people, they have every kind of snake there, and
we could do 10 minutes on snakes alone. Yeah. But we'll do that another time.
Okay.
Is that all right with you? Will you come back?
Well, if I have to talk about snakes, maybe.
No, we don't even. Will you come back and visit, though? I like you. You're kind of funny.
I have to be.
You would have to be to do this job of yours. I think it's great. Where can we, is it northjersey.com is where we can see all of it?
Northjersey.com. Okay. And you can get to my blog from there, I think, and it's got pictures and things like that.
Good. Thank you, Jill, for doing this.
You're welcome.
Come back anytime you like.
Really?
Really.
Okay.
All right. No
snakes. We have food?
Yeah, we'll serve some lunch. Thank you, Jill.
Okay.
We'll continue on Travel Show Live. Stay with us. We'll be right back.